Hey there, my fellow fans of fear and frights. This is your host, Callan Hale. We are coming right back at you with an episode of Alan Wake, picking up right where we left off. So if you are enjoying this, please sit back, relax, grab your favorite headphones, grab your favorite beverage, grab your favorite snack. Turn out the lights, close those blinds, and let's get spooky. And as always, if you do enjoy this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. As I mentioned, this is going to be a Wicked Wednesday and Terrifying Thursday episodes. They're going to be around 35-45 minutes apiece. We ended our last episode by finding a manuscript. Now, I gotta check options. I gotta check the controls again. Or not. Okay. Alright, I don't have my flashlight yet. I'm in the nightmare.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Alright, reached another checkpoint.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Oh, definitely want to go that way.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Cabins for rent in
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Oh no.
Fair and square.
Okay. So we have Wake fights a Taken with the light.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter. Figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stuckey would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
During your trying It's the latest.
Yes.
Right ball sheriff station. Only I...
Moving.
Hello?
One stone.
This is bad.
Whoa. No, 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 that's not what I wanted to do.
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out. There were more of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Right, I need some light.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
All right. Nope, wrong button.
It's rabbit season.
Oh. Yeah, it's okay. There's something up here. See a light. What's this? Ooh, a manuscript page. Okay. Whoops.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
I don't know if I'm going to find all the manuscript pages. All right, another checkpoint reached.
What the hell was that?
I'm wondering the same thing, Alan.
When I saw the river below, Something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Oh, looks like there's a supply chest over here. Oh, manuscript page.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon. But Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping. Messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
At the end of the episode, I'm going to go through, at the end of each episode, we're going to go through all the manuscripts we've found so far. Kind of piece together the story a bit.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
This doesn't have the same level of fear as Layers of Fear, but it's still up there with the spook factor. Just the ambience alone. I do hope everyone had a good Halloween day. Or Halloween night. Whoa! I want to explore a bit. Proceed at your own risk, logging area ahead. Okay.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Okay. So at my ammo limit.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
think it's that green dot over there. But first I want to climb up here.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Definitely gonna be returning to that first box I found. Manuscript page. Shotgun. Nice. We're gonna save that one.
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Ammo still there? Yep. I think that's the right position. I'm gonna poke around here a little bit. Make sure I don't miss anything of import. Like thermos. I don't know what these do. I think they're just collectibles to collect. Okay, reached a checkpoint. Let's see if there's anything down here. Okay, the light.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. You listeners know I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves me. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but number is so good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thank you.
You have a good night now.
Alright, so let's keep an eye out for Toby. Maybe Maurice can help us? Oh, another manuscript page. I think that... Okay, we have 2 to listen to. We're just going to do it at the end of the episode, I think. Just go through all the manuscript pages at the end.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no coat. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Where is he? Another manuscript page. Okay. Emergency box. Okay. Can I just do a circle back to the logging site? Yep, I think I went back to the logging site. I think I just did a roundabout. See if I can see anything over here. Okay. Anything else in here? Lithium batteries.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
That was interesting.
need then which car? Professional!
Oh.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reached the lights of the gas station alive.
Okay, I think this is a good point for us to... Well, actually, let's open this. That should be a checkpoint, I believe. We reached the next checkpoint. We'll wrap the episode. Yep. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all the manuscripts we discovered today. Which was this one.
It stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain.
And I'll do my outro after all these.
It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter. I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs. At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman. "The cabin on Cauldron Lake?" she asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice. Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend. Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning into this episode of Alan Wake for this Wicked Wednesday. I've been your host, Callan Hale. If you are enjoying this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And share with your friends on social media. Let them know what we're doing over here. After this, we will be playing Alan Wake 2. As most people know, I don't really like playing the newer games. I like seeing a few patches come out for, day one fixes and stuff before I put it on the channel. As always, please make sure to hydrate. Medicate if you have to. Eat some good food. Be kind to yourselves and be kind to each other. And don't let your dreams just be dreams. Make your dreams a reality. I'll be introducing an indie game on Friday soon. That creator turned their dreams into a reality. It's a really fun game. Can't wait for folks to see it. It's called Claustrophobia. I've done a brief overview of it as a standalone. You can take a look at that if you'd like. But I believe in you. Other people believe in you. Take that belief, take that dream, make that dream come true. For this episode of Alan Wake and this Wicked Wednesday, this is Callan Hale, signing off.